Good morning. It is me, Pearl, from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned in Tarot, and I am doing a shorter reading, for a change, on a topic I never do readings on. I decided today that I wanted to do like a little 15-minute reading for you all. I just felt called to do it, and I was just going to shuffle and see what messages came out, and this first card that came out was the World in Reverse, and I felt I was supposed to give a message about the Karmic, which I never do. I don't talk about the Karmic like that because I look at whoever your person's focused on, whatever third-party energy that they're focused on. It could be anything. But in this case, I do see there is some kind of a feminine energy. This is your person's past or current partner. And we're just going to see what information comes out about that today. I genuinely have no idea what to expect because I have literally never done a reading like this before. Oh my god. Just to clarify, we are getting the Queen of Swords coming up and the Queen of Wands. And so what I see here is the person's partner is closely watching or observing the Divine Feminine, because I see the Queen of Wands in this Divine Feminine as Divine Feminine energy. Now, let me say, I believe all feminine energy is divine, but there's those that are in alignment with their energy and those that are not yet in alignment. And we've got an energy that's not yet in alignment with her own divinity, okay? This person is closely watching. Her guard is up. She knows that because this is about the intellect, so she does know about the Divine Feminine energy. And with the Queen of Swords energy, I mean, I'm not seeing the shadow coming out, so it doesn't necessarily mean that she's negative, like towards the feminine, but I definitely see her, she's on her guard or she knows about it. The Ten of Wands. This is kind of a little saucy sort of, well, he's a burden, you can have him kind of a thing, like sort of wishing on the Divine Feminine the burden of her ex. Sort of like knowing that this person that has not treated the Karmic well, obviously, because the Divine Feminine is in the picture. She's just sort of like, you can have it. Like, you can have that burden. I'll share it with you. Go ahead and take it. And there's also a little bit of like, you'll never really get him, sort of like you'll never really get to complete this phase with him, because she knows what he's like. You could learn a lot from her. She's the Queen of Swords. This is an intelligent person. We are getting the Two of Pentacles. So she's like, she no longer wants the burden of trying to balance the connection with him. Like, she doesn't want to deal with it. And she's also doesn't want to be juggled. And she's watching this back and forth exchange between the two of you. Like, if you've done this in some obvious way, she's seen it. Like, she knows him as well as you do, kind of a thing. What else? I can't believe I'm doing this type of reading. I never do. This is confirming who you are, because the Empress is clarifying the Queen of Wands. I also see here there is this pregnancy. So I feel that in some cases she knows that you have a child with this person, if that is something that is happening, because this is a collective reading. Or that you are going to be the wife and mother. There's also this kind of an attitude that's like, well, you know, he's gonna have to juggle this forever because of the children involved for some. The Tower, yeah. I mean, she's really released him. This is her just being like, you take him. Like I said, with this in reverse, it's like, you take his dusty ass. I don't want him. That's literally her attitude. How can we relate to this person? How can we relate to this person? What do we share with her that would help us be in loving compassion? How can we relate? Ooh, this is a powerful message. The Six of Wands here. This is to be still. We have a hummingbird right here. Be still. And tune into the fact that your success is going to be public. And she's going to have to watch that unfold and experience those feelings. And see you take her nectar, so to speak. And that's really hard. She was juggled alongside of you. And so that is really difficult for her to have to watch that victory. And you can empathize with that energy. How else can we relate to this karmic energy? The Five of Wands in reverse. She felt she wasn't really ever competition for you and felt unworthy of competing with you. And this is what's clarifying the Empress and the Queen of Wands. It's like, even as the wife and mother of his children in some cases, she couldn't compete with the feelings that this person carried for you, the torch that they carried for you, however you want to look at that. And you know how difficult that feeling is, to have lost someone she loved, someone that she shared a life with. How else can we relate? How else can we relate to this feeling? The Four of Cups. You both have a fantasy of the person that is between the two of you. And you both just wanted to safeguard that. And you both have felt rejected and left out, that your offers have been rejected by this person, that this person was offering you a fantasy and not actually giving you a reality. All right, let me get some information now about the masculine involved in this. Actually, let me look at the bottom of the deck first. Oh my gosh. Oh, this was the Hermit, not the Tower. I saw the Tower and thought it was a tower. Here's the actual Tower. The Hermit, but it's still that same meaning though, and actually probably why the Tower is there. She's like, you can have him. I would rather be alone than be with him. And then the Tower in reverse on the bottom of the deck is, it's extremely difficult for her to let go of him. Which is another point that you can relate. But all right, now let's take a look at the divine masculine involved in this situation. What does he have to say about his karmic partner? The Eight of Wands in reverse. He has no contact with this person outside of, I'm getting outside of like absolute necessity. So if there's parenting involved, but no communication with this person. Ooh. Oh my God. Confirmation. We got the World in reverse again, which is the card that sort of triggered this whole reading for me, being about this. No contact with this person. But he still hasn't closed out the cycle with this person. He doesn't have contact with them, but there is still chaos there. And I'm assuming if there is family involved, then that's, you know, part of it's just sort of going to be the way it is. It's like if you have children with somebody, you can't really close out that cycle. The Nine of Wands in reverse. Yeah, he's really resisted this healing process, but he's gone through it. It's been very difficult. And he's feeling actually pretty weak. He doesn't really feel like he has a lot of strength in this situation with this karmic. And some more clarification, please. Another layer. Because this person is the mother of his children, and that's why he can't. This is clarifying the world in reverse. So he can't close the cycle with her because they share children together, and or something. They share this. If this is the mother, also, by the way, it can be that it is his mother that has this hold over him. Tell me more about this Nine of Wands in reverse. Oh, we got 2 cards. Wow. Yeah. So the healing has taken place. This is somebody who's not going to be alone anymore. This is in the placement of the unblocked divine feminine, right? So this masculine has unblocked the divine feminine. Now he is the King of Swords. He has a strategy for being able to offer his abundance and prosperity to this divine feminine, because that's the row that I'm clarifying right now. So he's done his healing in regards to this person, but he can't close the cycle with them because of the connections that they have for some reason. However, he's found a way to strategize to keep his boundaries up in order to be able to offer the divine feminine a long-term commitment. Please clarify this Strength card in reverse. Please clarify this. Wow. Okay, so the 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This is definitely something that has cost him a lot of money in order to appease this person and keep them from being angry and wrathful and potentially doing harm. This has really cost him a lot of money and prosperity. What is the outcome of this situation? The Father of Pentacles. Weirdly, I put that into reverse myself, and so what I'm feeling is that this Karmic is releasing him as the husband, provider, protector, and he's able to change guard, so to speak, and become a husband, provider, protector to the divine feminine. But this has been something that has really affected his self-worth. Give me a bit more, please. There's a Daughter of Swords in reverse here and the 2 of Pentacles. And so I do see the children having to go back and forth with custody, and that there is potentially a daughter that is very unhappy about the situation, or maybe doesn't want to spend time with him. But this masculine is choosing the transformative experience of the eternal connection he has with the divine feminine. That's why his offer is prepared for her. So let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. What is something that we don't see coming? The 8 of Swords upright. So we are going to need a lot of self-protection. We're going to have to keep our boundaries up. But remember that these are not actually implements of violence. These are our thoughts. And as long as we can transform, right? We saw already that he's committed to that change. Transform our thinking about the situation, we will be safe. But it's going to require that we protect ourselves. And let me get one creativity message. This is a message for the divine feminine. Just advice for her at this time. Advice for the divine feminine. Advice for the divine feminine. Collaboration, recycle, and limits. Creative people can be inspired by sharing and stimulating creativity in others. Learn from the past and apply it to creating your vision of the future. And know that limiting attitudes are often formed as protective reactions to past events. That's so powerful, because that Eight of Swords that was at the bottom of the deck that I can't pick up now for some reason. This is that limits, knowing that limiting attitudes are often formed as protective reactions to the past events. So work with the divine masculine, learn from the past, and apply it to creating your future vision with this energy. And know that what has happened to the masculine in the past formed a protective reaction. So his limiting attitudes, because of what went on with this karmic partner, caused him to engage in protective reactions to these past events. Just be aware of that happening in this situation. Anyway, I hope that was helpful today. If you want to see a much more in-depth reading, you should definitely become a member. You can click the link below. I'm going to be doing a full Tell Me Everything spread this week, as well as another in-depth reading of some sort before the weekend. And then, of course, you can catch me live on TikTok with Grace Draga on Sunday. And I wanted to encourage you to sign up for the Spiritual Nourishment course. It is self-directed, so you can sign up for it at any time. And it is really helpful for getting tuned in to your divine feminine. It deals with pleasure, adornment, food, sensuality, all that kind of stuff. And it's really, it's meditations. There is journaling, there's journal prompts, there's readings that you can see that help kind of hone in how to listen to yourself. And I find it's very helpful. It's really helped me a lot with my my own journey. So I would like to share that with you. So if you're interested, you can click all the links below. Thank you so much for being here today, and I shall see you soon. Monday next week for sure, if you're not a member. Have a good day.